I guess that was a serious story. Okay. I once met a lady who went in a shop down that was very scandalous. She was very bootylicious. She had lips that was full, fine and luscious, and the body system that was fabulous. She said her name was Precious, and I said, my name is Olulu, and I am looking from Zulu. But you can call me Olulu the Marvelous, and you're looking so fine, lovely, and delicious. Can we start a relationship that can go to be serious? She said, no problem, Olulu the Marvelous, as long as you're very generous and you don't easily get jealous. But friends and family want me to be very cautious, that being with pressure can be dangerous. She was notorious for being promiscuous. But I dismissed that I wanted to be cautious because I thought they were being jealous. So I got serious with Precious. 1 month after I started to do Precious, I went to pick her up after work and I saw him in the car park kissing Precious. I shouted, "How, Precious? This is ridiculous!" She said, "Relax, Olulu Marvelous. This is my cousin Ignatius. Was only giving me much more resuscitation because I felt pain of almost falling unconscious." I thought that excuse sounded dubious, but then I believed because I was in love with Precious. 2 weeks later, I went clubbing with my friend Cornelius. As we got into the club, we saw a man in the club romancing Precious. I screamed, "Ah, Precious, this is scandalous!" She said, "Relax, Olulu Marvelous. This is my Dr. Erastus." He was only feeling my heartbeat and my body temperature because my day had been stressful and tedious. I was furious because this excuse now sounded dubious. But then, after 5 or 10 kisses, I believed because I was in love with Precious. 2 weeks to our wedding. I go home early from work to see Precious in bed with my flatmate Cornelius. I screamed, "Ah, Precious, this is sacrilegious!" She said, "Relax, Olulu Marvelous. I only wanted to see the bed of Cornelius was soft, succulent, and spacious." I was furious. Kai, this reason is very dubious. All these stories are fictitious. It is obvious. This girl is dangerous, and she's notorious for being promiscuous. Being with her can give me disease as contagious. So I thought long, hard, and very furious. And I ran away from town before Precious made my life to be disastrous. Thank you.
So, Jim, I think he deserves another one.
Thank you. You know, all those sponsors things when they talk. How many of you here are Igbo people? Igbo Kwelu. Let me tell you how you know whether you are Igbo. In your family line. If there is no Cornelius, there is Romanus. If there is no Romanus, there is Donatus, Ignatius, Titus, Linus, Elius, Athanasius, Alphonsus. So if in your family line you don't have those things, you are not Igbo.
I'm not Igbo.
You are not.
I'm not.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow round of applause for Olulu. Alright, the next act is an engineer. According to my book, engineer. Before I go on, how about it? Okay, Juve is lost. Can I speak your?
I'm Tush girl.
Oh, you are Tush?
Yes, sir.
I know how your village people speak.
Excuse me?
Let me tell you how your village people speak.
United States, please.
It was a detention that when I went down to the station and then I now saw the policeman, he now told me that this is going to be miraculous. That is how our people speak. Where did you want to go now?
I'm ashamed.
They say worry people they carry last. Petty blessing or carry.
Excuse me?
To carry first.
Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, our next act is an engineer.
Yeah, just goes to show you that even though we have like 95 jobs, there's this side of you that you can also express. Whether you're an engineer, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you can still express yourself any which way, anything that makes you happy.
In 2008, he self-published his first poetry collection titled Hot on a Page. He has published various online and print media. And he featured in CNN Inside Africa in 2001. Please, that deserves a round of applause.
Somebody there.
All those programs, they always source of show.
Yeah, but that's a popular program. The guy is trying.
He's trying. He's an emerging contemporary African poet. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Chiedu Ifeozo.
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Sorry I was late. I had some problems with the police. Simple. Let's just keep that short. Alright, so I'll be doing 2 pieces this evening. The first one is titled Running. Standing there staring at the bottom of an empty brandy glass, some of my brothers live a life of misplaced class. Always the life of the party, living on a soul that's empty. You see, somewhere inside we're all great pretenders, so we see ourselves through the eyes of others. Frame our mindsets to fit perfectly with theirs. Afraid that being different will make us outcasts in a system where being in a band of brothers is more important than the weight on the hearts of our wives and mothers. Glass after glass, it's called being winners. Living the good life, but only the strong will continue when faced with the truth. When that music stops, there's no way to press replay. You're simply not the piper with the flute. Seasons may come and go, nothing stays the same, but still to them, it's all a game. They say they don't want to be players no more. Blame the sisters, damn the haters. It's only because they don't have these ladies after them, so they stay watching in the corners. Is that really the price of success, losing the sight of those without excess? They say if you've got it, flaunt it. As if simply having it is an excuse to waste it, lose respect for it. Living a life that's empty. Like last night was just a dream, waking up with a girl they don't even remember and wishing she would simply just leave. And hopefully on another night they wouldn't even recognize her weave. Walk right past her on to the next one who still believe. On to the next one. The bigger the ego, the wider the cracks. You don't see it, that's the essence of what he lacks. See how fast he spends this money. It's the reason you should bow down before him. But he's living in a room that simply won't stop spinning. Like anything else is just not living. Searching for happiness in all the wrong places until the room stops. And there are no more faces. The brothers left when the bottles stopped coming. The ladies stopped calling when the money stopped flowing. Now, afraid of their own shadow, they can't stand their own reflection. Eardrums that used to be filled with silver-tongued praises now echo with the sound of loneliness. They stayed running when all they really needed to do was stand still. They stayed running and running and running when all they really needed to do was stand still, gather the will, see beyond the real lies, realize the hidden minds, mindful of the scars that still hides with deafening lows. Know that true strength is not a weakness. Witness that man in the mirror become different. Different from before, but with the same desire to be more. You see, my brother, you see. That reflection is you. But only you can see further than that mirror on the wall. And only you can take the right direction. Run. Stand tall. Thank you.